Hi friends, welcome to EdWork. So today we will start the new lecture, that is estimation and costing. Okay, so as I said, this particular channel dealing with only MCQ and related concept. So here we will only study the different type of MCQ and it related concept. Okay, so I just divide the entire syllabus, that is estimation and costing, into 4 part or 4 lecture. Okay, and accordingly we will proceed. Clear? Now see. Okay, so as I said, the estimation costing. Okay, this particular chapter has weightage 4 to 5 mark. Every year you will find 4 to 5 mark from this particular topic. So with little effort we can solve any kind of question that is coming from this particular topic. Okay, for easy study or easy way to study that particular chapter, I divide. First one is the lightning scheme, second one is the electrical installation of machine. Under that particular electrical installation of a machine, we only study the electrical wiring, because last 5 to 6 year only question coming from the wiring section. Clear? Second, we'll go for the I rule of the 1956. What are the rules are there? Like safety, provision of different voltages, provision of overhead line, means clearance from the building, horizontal and vertical, and many more. Next one is the earthing practices. Here we study different types of earthing and related types of MCQ. Okay, and in lightning scheme we'll study the 4 kind of lightning scheme, that is direct, indirect, semi-direct and semi-indirect. Okay, so in first lecture we'll complete only lightning scheme. In second lecture we'll complete the electrical installation. In third lecture we'll complete the I rule 1956, and fifth lecture we'll complete the earthing practices, and in fourth lecture we'll go for the electrical lamp. This is a special subject. Okay, and most of the question also asked from this particular electrical lamp side, so we'll cover in lecture number 4, and then lecture number 5 will complete the earthing practices. Okay, so start with the lecture number 1. Lecture number 1 is the electrical lightning scheme. Okay, here is the first question. In which lightning scheme glare and shadow are the most important factor? Clear? Glare and shadow. You all know what is the shadow. Glare means what? This particular glare means shining. Okay, in which lightning scheme shining and shadow are the most important factor? So here is the answer is direct lightning scheme. In direct lightning scheme, glare and shadow are most important factors. Now see, understand what is direct lightning scheme. In direct lightning scheme, what happen? Here almost 90 to 95% of the light falls on the object surface directly. Clear? As I see here this is the border line. Okay, here 0 to 10% of the light beam will be go upward, and 90 to 100% will be move downward, and this light will directly fall on the object. Clear? This is comes under direct lightning scheme. Okay, so that particular direct lightning scheme made up of full open surfaces with the help of a deep reflector. The word I am highlighting is important, or you can say keyword. So these are the in direct lightning scheme we are using deep reflector, and 90 to 95% of the light beam will directly fall on the object, and these are used in industries and commercial lighting purposes. Clear? Although this scheme is not most efficient, but it is liable to cause a glare and shadow. So as per the question, glare and shadow comes under our most important factor in direct lighting scheme. So answer is option A, direct lighting scheme. So this is one example how that particular object here, person is the object, and how that particular lights are falling. Okay, so always remember, in direct lighting scheme, beams are always downward. Most of the beams are always downward. Clear? Move to next question. Which lighting scheme is applicable in industrial and commercial lighting? In industrial and commercial lighting, we are using direct lighting scheme. So these are the application of direct lighting scheme. This is a general outdoor purpose, industrial purpose, and commercial lighting purpose. So answer is option A. Move to next question. Which lighting scheme glare is reduces to minimum? Okay, in which lighting scheme glare is reduces to minimum? So here is indirect lighting scheme. In indirect lighting scheme, glare is reduces to minimum. So what is indirect lighting scheme? In this lighting scheme, light does not fall directly on the surface. Okay, in direct one, light fall directly, but in indirect one, the light don't fall directly on the surface, but more than 90% of the light directed upward. Remember this one, 90% of the light, 90% of the light are directed upward using a diffusing reflector. This is key point. Using a diffusing reflector. Remember this one. In indirect lighting scheme, we are using diffusing reflector, and in direct lighting scheme, we are using diff reflector. Okay. Here the ceiling acts as the source of the light. Just see how it is that particular things are happening. It means that all this light are moving upward. These are directed upward, so that the ceiling will act as the source of the light in this lighting scheme. Okay, it provides shadowless illumination. This is important. In indirect lighting scheme, we are achieving shadowless illumination, which is useful for the drawing offices. Means basically in architecture offices, we are designing various number of architecture. In that offices, we are using indirect lighting scheme. Okay, it is also used for decoration purpose in cinema hall and hotel. This is important. In cinema hall and hotels, for the decoration purpose, we are using indirect lighting scheme. Okay, so one key point is to remember, in direct lighting scheme, object or light beams are always fall downward, but in indirect lighting scheme, light beams are moving upward. Okay, this direct lighting scheme is basically using for the lighting purposes, but this indirect lighting scheme used for the decoration purpose. Clear? Move to next question. Which lighting scheme is useful for drawing offices? As I said, indirect lighting scheme is useful for the drawing offices. So these are the application of the indirect lighting scheme, like drawing offices, cinema hall decoration, hotel and restaurant decoration. Anywhere you want to decorate something, you go for the indirect lighting scheme. Now to next question. Which lighting scheme is useful for a room with high ceiling? Room with high ceiling. For high ceiling, we are go for the semi-direct lighting scheme. Clear? Semi-direct lighting scheme. So this is an efficient system of lighting scheme where glare is reduces. Both in indirect and semi-direct, glare is reduces. Clear? Here transparent type shadows are used through which about 60% of the light directed downward and 40% of the light directed upward. Means that this 60% will be directly fall on the object and 40% will be directly moved to ceiling side. So this is also provides a uniform distribution light, and it is best suited for room with high ceiling. It means that where height of the ceiling is little bit higher, you will go for the semi-direct lighting scheme. So this is the semi-direct lighting scheme, and answer is option number B. Move to next question. In which lighting scheme glare is reduces to minimum? So glare is reduces to minimum both indirect and semi-direct. Which lighting scheme glare is useful for ceiling and wall? For ceiling and for wall were used for the semi-direct lighting scheme. So these are the semi-direct, that particular things are used, how this particular 40% of the light is moving upward and this will be reflected through ceiling and moving again downward. Clear? Which lighting scheme is useful for interior decoration? For interior decoration, use go for semi-indirect lighting scheme. Now see, in semi-indirect, 60 to 90% of the total light flux is made to fall directly upward up to the ceiling. Okay, means 60 to 90% will be directly reflected to the ceiling side. Okay, and basically these are used for indoor decoration purpose. So answer is option number C, and this is how physical appearance of the semi-indirect lighting scheme. What is the utilization factor of indirect lighting scheme? Indirect lighting scheme utilization factor is 0.1 to 0.25. This is a previous year question. So maximum number of lightning point can be connected in a circuit. Answer option A, 10. What is the maximum number of the lightning point that can be connected in the circuit? Maximum number of lightning point means what is the load we can provide a particular circuit. Some book it is written 800, some book it is also written 1000. So it is in between B and C, 800 to 1000. To avoid glare, what is the possible things? Okay, to avoid the glare, we'll keep the object should be viewed from a distance. It means what? If the particular shining is more, then in order to observe that particular object, the observer will be keep a specific distance, so that particular glare will be avoided. So to avoid the glare, we will keep the object should be viewed from the distance. It means what? Suppose this is the object and this is the person. Okay, now see, if that particular glare is high, glare is very high, then the person will be make certain distance so that he can clearly visible the object. Clear? Depreciation factor depend upon. Okay, what is the depreciation factor? Means how, at the what rate the working life of a particular object or particular instrument decreases. Clear? It is due to aging of the lamp, right? Type of the work carried out, it is also right. Lamp cleaning schedule, it is also right. So all these options are correct. So all of the above will be the answer. These three factors are affecting the depreciation factor. Clear? Now move to next question. Utilization factor depend upon. Utilization factor depend upon size of the room, okay, space to height ratio, color of the wall ceiling. It means all these three factors are affecting the utilization factor. So answer is all of the above. Okay, move to next question. Glare is reduced by. So first understand, as I told, glare means, that particular glare means what? Shining. Okay, so that particular glare can be reduced by, okay, move to option, increasing the mounting of the height of the lamp, using diffuser, using reflector. Clear? It means what? All of the above. Clear? It means, suppose this is the home. Initially we set up a lamp here, okay, and suddenly you find the shining of the particular lamp is very high. Okay, so what we can do is, instead of here, you can go mount the lamp here, so that shining will be reduced. That is option number 1 is correct. Using a diffuser, if you put a diffuser here, clear, again we can reduce the shining. So option number 2 is correct. Using a reflector, so in front of the light, if you put one more reflector, then also your shining of the light beam will be reduces. So all these 3 points are useful to reduce the glare. Clear? Move to next question. Lamp is provided in order to. Lamp is provided with a reflector. Okay, so what is the purpose of the reflector? So as I discuss here, reflector is used to reduce the glare. So option 1 is correct. Provide better illumination, that is correct. Protect the lamp, that is correct. So answer is all of the above. Now move to next question. In a serial setup bulb, serial setup the bulb means, better you understand the litho light, running litho light. This running litho light is also known as serial setup the bulb. Clear? That uses a flasher circuit. Okay, so flasher means what? Suppose if you understand graphically, clear? Suppose at a particular instant it is on, then off, then on, then off, on, off, on, off. This particular method is known as flashing, and this particular procedure is achieved by a flasher circuit. Clear? So flasher can also be act as a switch. Flasher can also be act as a switch. Clear? So what is the question? The flasher function is, what is the flasher function? Okay, to make them break the circuit. Okay, as flasher is a switch, so it can make and break the circuit. Clear? But no lights. Okay, switch cannot give the lights. Clear? Again, to make and break a light, it is okay, but gives the light, it is wrong. Flasher will not give light. To break the circuit only, no, as it is switch, so it will break the circuit and make the circuit. To make the circuit only, no, because flasher is a switch, so it will make and break the circuit, and as it is a circuit, it will not give the light. So these are the points related to flasher. As I shared, flasher is a lamp filament. This is connected in series with the other lamp. Flasher does not give light, it acts as a switch. So option number A is correct. Okay, move to next question. To operate 6 volt in a 240 volt supply, the number of the bulb required. So always remember, in order to decide the number of the bulb, you have to first see the supply voltage. Your supply voltage is 240 and operating voltage of lamp is 6 volt. So always divide supply voltage by operating voltage. We will get the number of the bulb. So here is number of the lamp equals to 240 by 6 is 40. Answer is option number C. The purpose of the drum switches. The purpose of the drum switches used for the decoration lamp. Okay, so as I said, this is the switch. Drum switch means it will be on and off the load or lamp. Okay, so move to option. Give more brightness. It is wrong. Use the sequential switching on the circuit. It is okay. Display the decorative light constantly. No. Keep the lights in their correct position. No. So option B is correct, because drum switch means it will be on and off the switch or make the break the circuit, maybe with a particular fixed pattern or maybe sequential pattern. So these are the few points related to drum switches. Okay, this is used for the sequential switching on, as I said, sequential switching on the light. It is coupled with the slow speed motor so that lamp will be glow at a proper interval of the time, means just like in previous question as a flasher circuit, and it is made up of a dry and soft wood. Clear? So this is all about the lightning scheme of the electrical estimation in the first lecture. Okay, so if any doubt, you just post your doubt, or you have any other question, you can also post in the comment box or in your Facebook. Okay, till then, keep watching and keep subscribing. Thank you.